Robert Frost wrote, "The only way out is through." Well, we're out of 2020. Thank goodness. My earliest memory is riding in my grandfather's boat, arm over the side, hand in the spray. I've spent much of the rest of my life chasing this feeling. All of that has led to this. The wooden boat experience. The week started out with Mary and I moving the St. Lawrence skiff to its temporary new home. It's like goats and boats. Will not do to store it like this very long, but we gotta change the shape of it anyway, so it's nice and dry in here. Here I am carrying the newly painted boat stands back out to the shed. There's no way I could put that beautiful new primed hull on top of those crappy old boat stands and then make you people look at them for months and months. So I had to paint them up. You'll notice I'm sort of shuffling here when I walk. This is what we do in the winter because the driveway's covered with ice and I've fallen before and I'm not doing it again. If you take a look behind me, you'll notice that I got this wall done with the interior siding and added a window. In my usual low-budget approach, I had some black Rust-Oleum satin paint, and I used that, and also the orange is some sign paint that I had. So why buy it when you already got it? And they're both oil-based, which makes me happy. Welcome to a cold wooden boat experience. Let's flip this boat over. New stickers are going out to the Patreon members. If you'd like to get one of those new stickers, you can join Patreon, and every time a new sticker comes out, one will get sent to you. If you've recently become a Patreon member or helped the wooden boat experience in some other way, well, your boat is coming. I'm printing a bunch of them out right now. And as you can see, Gary Green, there's no way you should be on a Chris Craft like I did to you before. You're going on a Lyman now. Hey, how about a quick update on the addition? Not only did I do some of the siding, put a window in, but the beam is also up, so that wall is gone. Now I just got to turn the stove. Before we go through my gantry method, let's look at some other options for flipping a boat over. The simplest way I know is to have the boat set on something soft like a tire, and then roll it onto another tire that holds the side from getting scratched, and then you roll it over onto its top, onto other tires or something soft. This usually takes, unless it's a very small boat, a lot of people. Option 2 involves building a round form, usually 2 of them, around the outside of the boat, usually out of plywood, and then you just roll the boat over. This has the advantage of one person could roll a bigger boat than they could with the first option. Option 3 involves chain hoists. There's 4 of them, kind of at the 4 corners of the boat with the straps underneath, And you pull one side up, you let the other side down. At the halfway point, you set it on something soft, and then you reverse it. You pull the other side up and let the other side down. And then it's upside down. Option number 4, if you've ever watched Snake Mountain Boat Works, you've seen this option. You have some type of a pivot point at the top, shown here in orange. It's a pipe or something. It's hung from the ceiling and it rotates. Then there's straps, usually 2, that go around that pivot point and around the boat. And then you just roll the boat over. You're also, if a bigger boat is involved, you're probably going to need some type of chain hoist like shown here to get that boat moving in the direction you want it to go. Okay, so here's option number 5, the option that I'm using. And don't get me wrong, I didn't invent this thing. I'm not looking to argue about which one is better. I'm just telling you that for me, and to roll the boat over alone, I think this is the best option and the safest option for me. Now, I found out about this at the Finger Lakes Boating Museum. Go to their website, flbm.org, and take a look at the video where they flipped over Pat 2, which I think is like a 40-foot boat using this option. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, this is what I'm going to do. And I did it pretty inexpensively. I did not spend a lot of money on this. I've got 2 chain hoists. It's mostly made out of wood. I've got 2 endless ratchet straps and then some straps that go with the chain hoist. I mean, I've got a few $100s in this thing. It's a pretty cheap way to safely roll a boat over. Let's watch how I did it and how successful it is. It is Tuesday, and as you can see, I've spent a little time getting ready to flip the boat tomorrow. Looking forward to it. I didn't want to try and do it all in one day. Figured it'd be easier to get it preset. Let's go through what each part does. So this right here, this is going to lift the boat up. This one and the other one in the V. We will use the chain hoist to lift the boat up to the height we want, because once we get it in these endless ratchet straps, as you can see, they don't have hooks on them. They just go back into themselves. They're on those wheels there and there. There's 4 of them, 2 for each. We will get the boat to the proper height with these, and then we will get the ratchet straps holding the boat. Then we'll get rid of these. Oh, little change of plans here. The more I looked at it, the more I realized I don't have to get rid of them. I'll just loosen them up and let the boat float inside of them. And it probably saved me about 45 minutes or an hour of taking them off and putting them back up. And then we will be able to rotate the boat in these straps here, the ones that are going through the rollers. Speckles, you are a piece of work. It's important where I placed the ratchet part of the endless ratchet strap. You'll notice that it's here so that when the boat pivots counterclockwise, that ratchet strap won't end up hitting part of the wooden boat and scratching it. What's up with you, Speck? Are we gonna flip this boat over? Huh? Yep. All right, let's do a little test. See what happens. So that explains where all the Forstner bits went. Just sheer dumb luck, buddy. Whoops. All right, that's working okay. Look out, bud.
it's a lot easier to go back to the right way than it was to turn it upside down. I didn't even have to use a come along or anything. I just literally did it by myself with my hands. And you've seen the whole running time right here. I'll check it when I get done, but it didn't take very long. This system really works well. Thanks to the guys at Finger Lakes Boating Museum for turning me onto this system.
While flipping the boat over was quick and easy, leveling it out took a little longer. You'll notice that here, the ratchet strap, when it was loose, kind of rotated its way down and was exactly where I didn't want it.
It's not quite up flush. Oops. Turn it the right way. Probably when I tightened the middle, I twisted the boat. That boat's pretty stiff. When I move this side, even a little bit, loosens the other one up. Gotta get these just right. Just snug. Wow, that's weird. That'll work. I'm also going to, on top of those cement blocks, put some wood blocks in just to support that keel, so I'm not putting extra pressure on that for no reason. In fact, I'll do that right now. Anytime I get down on the ground, Speckles takes that opportunity to try to lick me in the face. Don't you, Speckles? You're always doing it, aren't you? You're trying to find your way, and now you're giving me a ball. You are a nut. You're a nut, Speckles. Couldn't believe how easy that boat flipped back over. Expected to have to get that new cable winch puller that I bought a long time ago. I expected to have to get that out and use it to pull the boat around, remembering how hard it was to pull it the other way, but this way, holy cow, it practically went by itself. Definitely didn't need any help with that. Now there's one. I'll go get the other now. The reason that makes so much noise while I'm using it is, if I can get this to work here, this bucket right here. So I let the chain fall in the bucket because, for one thing, I never totally degreased this chain, and I don't want all the grease from this chain getting all over the boat or the chain beating up the wood. I see a lot of people using chain falls around boats, flipping them back over after they've been painted or whatever, and they're just letting this chain touch the boat. I just never understood that, so I tried to be careful about it. I had the cardboard up on the front, used the pail back here, and when I go up forward right up there to do the other one, I'll take this pail up there and put the chain inside of that. So there's all that work we did when it was upside down. Looks pretty good. We got to replace these sawn frames here. A little end of the ribs has to be scarfed in. A little bit of a sawn frame there. And then we got to put in the lifting eye. Then we can get all that done and painted. And then we can get the plywood dashboard in here. Oh, this is so nice. Feels so good to finally get to this point and have the boat look like a boat again. There's a lot of work to be done, but I am really looking forward to it. It's a different view out of this boat than it was before we flipped it over.
Look at those pretty boat stands. There's a pretty dog hanging out by one. Huh, Speck? You don't have as cozy of a spot anymore, do you? Come say hi. There he is. There's a dog. How you doing, buddy?